Hey YouTube, back again with another thoughts and impression, and this go round I was asked by Minx36 to give my thoughts and impression on a really good game called Real Bout Fatal Fury 2 The Newcomers. It's produced by SNK, came out in 1998, and it's rated at 539 megs. This is the third in the Real Bout series, and what makes this game pretty unique is that in the other Real Bouts, you still have a sway system here as a way of dodging or avoiding attacks, but here, instead of being able to dodge into the background or sway into the background, where both characters could actually sway into the background, sway into the middle ground, or sway into the foreground. Here, in this Real Bout, it actually forces the person to stay on the main line, and the swaying into the background is only used as just a way of avoiding attacks. Two characters cannot be present into swaying into the background at the same time. So it gives that opportunity, or forces the people to actually fight rather than just constantly keep on dodging. So in this version also, you're introduced to two new characters. Two new characters are Rick Stroud, Native American boxer, and I'm probably going to pronounce her name wrong, is Li Xiangfei, Chinese waitress, Kung Fu. And basically, that's kind of like the game. There's really no story or really plot in this version. They kind of organize the game as more of a tournament play. But the thing is that this is a very highly regarded game. From what I understand, to this day in Japan, they still have tournaments for this game. So let's take a closer look at it. And I'm also playing this on my AES, so that's my home console. Basically, you have you have a punch button, a kick button, and a power attack button. And your D button is used to sway into the background or move to the background. And that's all you can do. Like I said before, you stay in the middle. You can only sway in the background. You cannot come forward. All right, let's see. Who am I gonna pick? Fuck it. I'll take Yamazaki. Now, the graphics, as far as the character sprites, are recycled throughout the Real Bout series. But in here, even though they're recycled, the backgrounds are all new, and the character sprites themselves were actually smoothed out and given a higher degree of animation and or color, so making them look really good. Also, some backgrounds you cannot even dodge or think. As you see in this background, you cannot actually sway. Now, you can actually knock them, the person, into the what you call it, the electrical sign, as you see the dragon in the background. Now, you'll see at the bottom, like the H power, S power, and all. That's kind of like a super move or a super death move. And with the correct timing and functions, you can do that particular move. And also, just the thing I like about Real Bout a lot too, also, is the combinations. Some combinations are kind of like Tekken-esque. Like I always say before, is pushing a sequential amount of buttons and all will be able to produce kind of like a dial-up a combo. But it also has regular combos too, like kind of Street Fighter-esque, which gives the game a lot of variety and a lot of appeal. Another thing you'll notice, though, usually in most SNK games, between rounds and all, you'll see animations and beginning fight things. Here, it's a no-nonsense fighter who gets right into the action. Like I said, they mainly base this game for tournament play. But as you see, there's no dialogue. You go straight into the game. Now, the only fault I can really say about this game is that there is a recycling of backgrounds, which, if people who know me know I'm not the biggest fan of. But the recycling here is a little different, making the background feel a lot different than what it actually is, such as Duck King's, who I'm fighting right now, his background, and he shares this stage with Blue Mary. And her background looks completely different with a lot of different animation going on. So almost giving the illusion of it's a completely original or new background. Another thing too is the music and the voice samples are excellent. This game excels in both areas. Music is excellent, voice, everything sounds crystal clear as it normally does in a Neo Geo game. Just take a minute to listen. Really cool. Another thing I do like about this game, though, is that the gameplay itself is excellent. The controls are really tight. It's no nonsense, moves, control, everything you need in order to have present in a fighting game to make it really good is present in here. And like I said, moves come off with ease, combinations come out right away. It's just an overall fantastically developed fighter. And I do actually like the backgrounds, like there's a lot of detail, a lot of animation, a lot of goings on, a lot of comedy. If you see in the background the man chasing the pig. Very cool stuff in here. And this game came out for the Neo Geo AES, MVS, and the CD. Also, you can find this game probably on virtual consoles, and it came out as the Battle Archives, I believe, for the PlayStation 2. But this would be the second version. And this is a game that I cannot not praise. It's really a good game. It just has a lot going for it. It's fun to play. It's well executed. It looks good. And it plays good. So, if you have a Neo Geo, I know the AES version is god-awful expensive. If you're willing to spend the money, fine, but the MVS is of course a lot cheaper. If you can't get that, then like I said, it's available on the PlayStation 2 as the Battle Archives 2. And if not, you know, like I never recommend emulation by no means, but this is a game you definitely want to try. Caught me. Alright, like I said in conclusion, the thing is I highly recommend the game, basically due to its gameplay. It's easy style to pick up, but just like most Essen games, they're kind of hard to master. But this is a game you definitely want to try. In the Real Bout series, I mean, they're all good, but this is considered the best, and I would have to agree with that. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed, and take care. And once again, thank you to Minx36 for recommending this awesome game.